Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And off we go from Oakland. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, here's Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, Raider 2. 6-18. Go, go. Take 4, take 4. Go, go. Hey.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Carr. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line.
Monday, down. 180. Hey, 734. Lie down. Go, go.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Carl try it again on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Go, go. Get set, get set. Go, go.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
29.
Again, it's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Interception in 2 minutes off the clock.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
So don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Well, off topic, but we'd be remiss if we didn't point out what else was happening Super Bowl weekend. The Madden 19 Club Championship, 2nd major this season, 2 more to follow. And our winner, Pavin, representing the Oakland Raiders. He took down the Vikings, and your favorite, Charles, IB Strafen. He had to reach for the ibuprofen after a 38-24 beatdown in the final.
Well, you know if he was representing the Oakland Raiders, the Vikings went down, and they went down hard. That's how the Raiders do it.
How about Pavin, though, wins $100,000 for his efforts, also won Super Bowl tickets for the next day, unselfishly gave them to his father and his brother.
How about that? That's pretty cool. Congratulations, Pavin. Way to go.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Oh, that process, yep.
Get down. 180.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The defensive tackle Kyle Williams there for the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Lynch.
Oh, you kidding me?
And on his first carry, he loses the football. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone. And
yes, look at this fucking play, bro.
As the defense will get line.
That's a fucking, no, that's a touchback for me. Let's go without the give up, baby.
Before this next drive gets going, we need to discuss the Hall of Fame inductees. There will be 8 in the 2019 class. We got Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, who else am I forgetting in there?
Well, how about a big guy, a lineman, Kevin Mawai, who was absolutely terrific in his career. How about Ed Reed with the Baltimore Ravens and the great job he did in the secondary there. Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt as contributors, the owner of the Broncos and the longtime scout with the Cowboys. And I love the senior committee bringing in Johnny Robinson, the safety with Kansas City.
Tony Gonzalez was a first ballot guy. And, of course, when I hear Ty Law's name, you think, wow, he started this great Patriots dynasty that we're still living in.
You're exactly right. And the Patriots, with all of their championships, probably underrepresented in the Hall of Fame.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Allen going to throw. Dancing to his left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous.
I had to, man. I was trying to catch it early.
Right there. Pretty good arm, too.
On first down, Allen. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fire over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back.
But we're not allowed to play CPU.
But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. He's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now. He gave me
and
a 21-point lead.
Loose. It's
and let me take his team. And told me that he was going to beat me, and this is for his commissioner status.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
No, if I lose, nothing really happens.
Now Allen again. Looking downfield for Jones. So
come on.
There on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now the
Come hit the shit.
50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
That was fucking awesome.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Really?
They'll run it now out of the gun. So quick on the spin.
Oh, he's spinning, man.
And down
Go
he
ahead,
goes,
Alexander.
but he takes it up to the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
They came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Carr now on first down. Finds Roberts left side. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
808. 618.
From midfield, here's Carr. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Well, Dumbo. Cover 0. Go, go. Get set, get set.
On first down, Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And
618.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They get it to him running left. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And Carr's going to keep it inside.
oh, get the fuck out of here,
He
man.
is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Now Mike Nugent for the extra point. Nugent tacking on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown of Super Bowl 53.
Can you believe they went into the half 3-0 New England? Stephen Gostkowski with a field goal. Then they finally tie it up with Greg Zuerlein at the end of 3 quarters of the Rams knocking one through the post. The Patriots, the 3rd team to win the year after losing a Super Bowl, the first since the Dolphins in 1972.
And, of course, the big number now for New England, 6 titles, and they are tied with the Steelers for the most ever. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. And it's 2nd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws.
Like
he put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more
shit.
finesse trying to get it to his back.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Clay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Buying time to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Oh, of course.
Detroit! Detroit! Lucky 56. Hot! Hot! Hot!
And that'll set them back 5. So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. Harris now to return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Well, CD, the NFL held its awards show the night before the Super Bowl, and as you and I had speculated the last few weeks, Patrick Mahomes, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and for the 2nd straight season, how about Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, Donald was expected. We knew that was going to happen. Mahomes, we thought would happen. There was that school of thought that maybe Drew Brees might walk away with the MVP since he's never won one, but Mahomes a deserving winner. How about the Offensive Rookie of the Year? Saquon Barkley with the Giants. Many thought it might be Baker Mayfield with Cleveland.
Yeah, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Darius Leonard of the Colts, and the Colts Comeback Player of the Year, Andrew Luck, and very deservedly so.
I would say that for sure, and he beat out J.J. Watt, who also would have been a deserving winner. Coach of the Year, I thought, was a close vote, or probably should have been closer to me, because I thought Anthony Lynn from the Chargers.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Trent Murphy with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. They do go for it. It's Carr. He finds Roberts, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Carr now on 1st down.
Come on, catch that shit, you fucking retard.
And it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Twice.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. To throw, it's Carr. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Buffalo's offense coming back out here. This is a team that regressed a bit this season to 6-10, 9-7 in a playoff team a year ago. But, and you talked about this earlier, they do seem to have their quarterback of the future in Josh Allen.
They certainly do. Their goal now is to get a better offensive line to protect him. Took too many hits, had to run for his life way too many times. The defense, though,
I've tried.
that was a
It just
revelation.
like sucks
although
me
it
in
probably
over
shouldn't
there.
be since their head coach is a former defensive
I think
coordinator.
it's because I
And
hit
Sean
R2
McDermott,
ATL
the
or
number 2
something.
ranked defense in the NFL. There are things to build off of for the Buffalo Bills moving forward.
On second down, it's McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And they'll run it with McCoy. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Detroit.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. Wasn't a ton of space, but a great move. He's able to work it to the 20-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Gun, 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 gun.
This give is to McCoy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Ooh.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. To the air, Allen. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Get down, get down. Blue 80.
Throwing on 1st down. Carr to the right side and complete to Washington. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Get down, get down. Blue 80. Go, go. Express.
From the gun, it's Carr. Out left side here to Bryant. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break.
I was getting Facebook call from my girl. I ain't even answering that shit.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Nugent puts it through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they start the 2nd half with a carry by McCoy. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
We're seeing these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake, steps away. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Flush to his right. And this is caught for a big touchdown. LaShawn McCoy,
just tried to score
26
back
yards.
up.
And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. So it goes.
Look, I tried it back up in the
game.
game,
He
10
had
to
the
10.
INT earlier in this first half,
So
but
I
he
still got a
bounces
24
back
point lead.
with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because
Little wheel route
oftentimes
with
for a
Shady
rookie,
right up the
you throw an
gut.
interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Oh. That dude's a fucking bitch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully, that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down, Lynch. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
808. 29.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Go, Chief. Go.
1st down to run with Lynch. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll keep pounding here with Ledge. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. And
let's
they
go.
The wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And Nugent puts it through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down is Allen. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. A good pickup there, a 22. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll go again to McCoy. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On play action, Allen. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now Allen, got to have this one. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Go Chief. Cover 0.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
637. White. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Hey, 734. Hey, 734.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr, eluding the pressure right. And complete right side to Cook. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
637.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
618.
Carr going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there from 8 yards out, and the Raiders add on to their lead. Nugent on now for the extra point. Nugent hits the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. 3-19.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and
Here we
goal.
go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
Gun.
Here's Allen to throw it. Dancing to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Carr going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now Carr. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being
come on, enter that.
Football. Now a
Wow.
throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked
29.
off.
29. Go. Get set.
To throw is Carr. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
7:34.
Back to throw, Carr. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
McCoy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the stop that time, Frosty Rucker. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.